So, I hope that we are live. And good morning, afternoon, evening, everyone. For those meeting me for the first time, my name is Irina and I'm Community Building Manager on Tester platform. And today I'm incredibly excited to welcome all of you to our online event. We are gathered here to explore some topics related to the work of community delivery. And I'm happy to introduce you, Dennis, who is head of community delivery team. Hello, Dennis.
Hi everyone. Hello.
Hello. So now, without further ado, let's begin this exciting journey. And I hope you enjoy the event and get some valuable insights. And if you have any questions, please feel free to ask them in the chat, and we will have time to answer all of them at the end of our session. So let's get started, and the stage is yours, Denise. Please.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So, welcome to our event. It's my first experience of participation in such kind of event on YouTube, and I'm really happy to be here today. And before we start, I would tell a few words about myself. So, I'm Denis. I've been living in Minsk, and for the last about half year, I've been playing role of head of community delivery in Testa. Actually, most of you have been working in most of cases with community building team, with test leads, sometimes with customer managers, but actually Testio is a huge mechanism with a lot of tools inside, and community delivery is one of crucial departments because we unite our supply and demand, and we are in the middle of different processes that occur under the hood of Testio. So today I would like to tell you a bit more about what at all our department do and what is community delivery in terms of Testio. We will cover different topics regarding how we work, why we work in such kind of manner, and what tool set we've been using. Also, I will highlight to you some kind of demand that we have, and of course, what you as the main power of Testio can do to help us hit new challenges that we meet every day, and finally cover all the demand that we have. As far as Irina said, at the end of the session, I will try to answer your questions. So during all the session, you will see ability to send the question to chat. Please send them in case if due to some reason I will not be able to answer all of them till the end of the session. Don't worry, we will try to cover all the question as a short follow-up. So I believe that our event will take not more than like 40 minutes. That's why we will have a good window for questions. What is community delivery? And I believe that's the question that you were asking when you saw the teaser of this event. And I'm here to try to answer you to this question. So community delivery is a special department in Testio, and we've been working closely with different departments. To understand what we've been doing, I would like to share with you our main mission. Our mission is to deliver project. How it's called from community delivery term. Who we are? We are a group of people united by this mission, by delivering of high quality and well tested products. I've been playing role of head of community delivery, and in my team I have three pretty ladies, Alessia, Kate, and Crystal. Me, Alessia, and Kate, all of us are located in Minsk. Crystal is located in Mexico City. She covers work that we have in the special time zones. She works mostly with United States market and the Latam market, and the rest of the team have been covering the European time zones and Asian one. So, as far as I said, our mission that we tried to build in stone is to ensure that we seamlessly deliver client testing projects with high quality. How we do that? Of course, it's a great challenge, especially considering that our engagement model involves a lot of crowd testing or community testing. It's not something that we can 100% control. So we decided to build a special approach for different types of projects that allow us to guarantee the delivery at the end of the day. And we closely collaborate with all internal teams to be on the same page, to align our processes, to align our expectations. And also, we, in every particular case, when we receive a new project or when we upsell or when we grow, we try to do perfect estimation of where we are, what we need to meet the expectations, and how we can achieve it. So our main day-to-day activities is staffing of projects. And we do it through effective control over our community. We do it developing different tools that allow us to see the health of our community. And of course, we've been growing our community by on demand recruiting, using different sources of potential testers recruitment, and increase some pools of testers when it's really needed, especially when it's needed immediately. And of course, we've been not just, I would say, bringing people to the platform. One of our goals is to make sure that we bring good testers at the proper time. And that's why we always strive to beat exceed even customers' expectations and, of course, deliver quickly with high quality, with high effectiveness, high effectiveness of our work. And of course, at every point of time, we are strongly result oriented. And the way how we achieve it, I will a bit cover during the next slides. So we use all capabilities of Test.io platform. You see only some part of the platform because under the hood we have a huge back end that allow us to do a lot of other kind of work, even not related with direct communication with tests or testers. So we try to utilize all capabilities of the platform, and when you are in testing, we are sometimes somewhere near. Sometimes you can even reach us through, for instance, test chat that is available in every test cycle. Sometimes we invite you to some tests. So we always somewhere closely because we are responsible for delivery. So we control the delivery. That's why we utilize all the capabilities of platform. And in addition, we have few integrations with other systems like Typeform and Intercom, that the tools that allow us to make the testers search and testers screening, and in some cases even vetting, and of course do the communication as effectively as possible, because we have system intercom that actually allows us to utilize all the capabilities of our database and effectively communicate with people using emails. One of our main approach how we reach people is reaching by email with some kind of survey. You know that in Test.io we store information about your profiles. That's your country where you've been living, your devices you have, your payment methods that are available, and some other things like languages that you know and can speak. And also you can mention any additional information that can be useful for us. But in a lot of cases, unfortunately, it's not enough. We have more and more specific tests, specific test cycles, specific customers that should know about you information that unfortunately we have now in our system. On the one hand, we can extend our profiles, and it makes sense. And that's actually what we do. We have a lot of iterations when we added something to our profiles, but the needs of the market become so specific and so unpredictable that for sure we need to have some direct channel of communication with you. And surveys is how we collect information from you when we need something for our customers. Opportunities and campaigns, that are the built-in functionality of Test.io, and that's actually the best way how you can jump into some opportunities that we have. This event is just one in a chain of events that our community building team conducts, and in every of them, you can gain some cool information about opportunities, about demand, about some upcoming tests, and about the needs that we have. So that's also a way that we would like to utilize for contacting, communicating, promoting our capabilities and our work. And at the end of the day, we decided also to have dedicated Discord channel because we see strong power of our Discord community. Our community building team made a huge effort, and I'm so happy when I see a lot of messages, posts, some pictures sent in different Discord channels. So we decided to build, and actually not to build, but to build, rebuild one of existing Discord community channels, and we taking control, I would say, over test announcement Discord channel. How would we like to utilize it? Currently, me and my team members will be owners of this channel. And I would like to have some kind of duplex communication here. So could you please switch to the next slide? This channel in Discord should become the primary way of contacting to us, and for us it will become additional way how we can promote interesting work. So in test announcement we'll post hot opportunities. When I say hot here, I mean that most of them have some specific setup. They are related with some specific countries or some specific device that is required, or maybe some specific payment methods that we've been looking for, or maybe it's some kind of high payment testing where you can gain some extra money participating in that. So hot opportunities will be in the channel together with some kind of upcoming projects. We rely on you that you can help us in our delivery needs. So time to time, even when you see that due to some reason your setup does not suit some upcoming project, you can participate in our referral program. Just a quick example. We've been looking for testers in Australia. If you have friends in Australia that suits our setup, you can ask them to join Test.io. You can come to us and say, hey, I invited person with such kind of username or email. He joined platform, he will contribute and participate. If the person at the end of the day will participate in some kind of test and contribute, we will reward you with referral bonus. And we should become a worldwide community of friends. We would become a community that has no any borders or limits, because we've been living in a world that restricts the borders, and we would like to have the same approach here in our channel. And that's what we will share, but from your end we also been expecting some questions that you can have regarding existing projects, upcoming projects, past projects, or opportunities that we have. Previously in that channel only owners were able to post something, but right now it should become a forum for duplex communication between you and our community building team. So that's why starting off now we will be owner of this channel, and we will monitor your messages every day in all time zones in Minsk, in Mexico, and try to find the best answers to your questions. So please feel free to clarify everything that is not clear using this channel. The next topic is related with demand and some testing trends. And I would like to highlight how you can bring to Testio as much value as possible by participation in high demanding tests. And the next slide shows some summary that I prepared for you. And in accordance with this slide, you can also take some kind of action items already. So what we have in high demand right now? Would say that we right now are one of the leading companies in the world in field of payment testing. We have two different approaches of work with payments. That's real payment testing, when you can use your own personal payment method and utilize them for testing of payment methods of our customers. The second approach is passive payment testing. That's the approach when we just rent your payment method and use them by ourselves. You're still owning that, but we will pay you the rent fee for using of your payment methods. Payment testing is primary focus, and we will get more and more opportunities in this field. So what I would like to ask you, the first thing that all of you need to do is to trust us, because we trust you, we trust your profiles, we trust your work, we trust your attitude, and you need to trust us. So payment methods are absolutely safe. Payment testing guarantee every time full reimbursement of all the money you spend, and payment testing brings pretty high income in comparison with, for instance, usual testing cycles when you do exploratory testing. That's why we would like to have more and more people who participate, or at least are ready to participate in that. That's one of the primary tests we are focused for all the 2024. In addition to that, we also see some kind of increasing demand in localization testing. So your native language becomes your advantage. If you can test in your local language and find some bugs related with localization, your profile becomes more competitive. The same thing with compatibility testing. I was surprised when we did some kind of research and we saw that a lot of people have just one device added in tester profile. I believe that if you've been participating in crowd testing, in most of cases, you should have at least two, some kind of laptop or PC or Mac, and some kind of smartphone. And even if you have the old smartphone that works terribly, that has no memory at all, and when just loading of one page takes a lot of time, it's not a problem. Sometimes we even need some such kind of devices because that's the compatibility. You know, sometimes we see customers who say, hey, I would like to have this application working on every device in the world. That's why even some kind of old Motorola device or some Huawei device with old Android version may be the brilliant for us, because that's exactly what we've been looking for. And when we've been talking about compatibility, don't forget that that's not just smartphones and not just laptops and PCs and Macs. We are ready to test on every device, on laptops, on tablets, on smart TV, or TV boxes, and IoT and streaming devices are also in scope. We met some really interesting opportunities last year when we invited people to streaming testing of world-known companies and world-known providers of content, and we asked to provide TV boxes, even some game consoles for testing. And IoT, that's the future is now, right? You can control your um, vacuum cleaner using your mobile phone. 10 years ago, it was a magic, but right now, that's not just the quality of life, but it's also the new trend in IT. And that's why we are on the top of this trend. And we would like to have more and more people involved into IoT testing. So believe me, every new device that you've been adding to your profile is game changer. And one day you can receive so cool test with high payment that will make you really happy. And we see increasing demand in in-field testing. I've been living in IT for a lot of years, and most of my career I spent in comfortable chair somewhere close to my colleagues. But I was dreaming about opportunity to do some in-field testing, to sit into car and test some application, or to go outside and just check, hey, can the application track my movement across the city? And right now we have more and more demand in in-field testing. We can ask you to go to the nearest Starbucks and buy a cup of coffee. We can ask you to go to McDonald's and order a hamburger. We can ask you to sit to your Kia car and try to use the GPS application that can be connected with your car setup. We can ask you to go to some railway station and buy a ticket. That's what we've been talking about when I say infield testing. And that's potentially huge opportunity for our community because we will become really not just mobile or web testers. We will become really crowd testers where we can test everything, cover all the customer needs. So that's why if you're ready to do that, we are really welcome because it's in a high delivery focus for us. What challenges do we meet? And in most of cases, I would say that we are really demanding on people. And even if we have some people in our community, we meet some communication problems. Actually, both sides. Sometimes information that we send due to different reasons doesn't come. Sometimes you have questions, but you do not know how to address them properly. That's why our channel, Discord channel, should be just one of the solutions that provides us ability to communicate in both ways. Also, I already mentioned on the previous slide how important for us to know about you as much as possible, because if you are ready to share some information with us, we really thank you for that. And as a benefit, you can get access to some specific test cycles or some specific tests. So in a lot of profiles, we see absence of some information that actually should be in the profile or even must be in the profile. And you may have the device, but you just don't edit that, and that's why you were not invited to the test. So that's the problem that we've been trying to set um, properly. That's the problem that we've been resolving. And please, if we ask you to add something, just don't afraid to do that, because that's what can bring you interesting project. We send a lot of surveys to check your availability, your setup, your specific knowledges or skills, or some specific demographic setups. But unfortunately, the survey participation in a lot of cases is extremely low. And we would like to have as much answers as possible. Of course, I absolutely understand that, again, the first point is the critical, the crucial here, the communication. But if we will build proper communication ways accordingly, we will try to solve all the problems with the low survey participation as well. And of course, a lot of testers are still in onboarding status in our community. We perfectly understand that Sometimes you have no time, sometimes people just join, sometimes you fail to the onboarding and did not return to them. That's a problem that we do not know how to solve yet. But anyway, even if the person is in onboarding state, he is eligible for testing. We have some tests where we are welcome for onboarding testers. And that's why even being in onboarding status does not restrict any kind of work for you. So, of course, ideally, we would like to have as much approved testers as possible. Ideally, the onboarding tester should convert to approve in the 1 or 2 days, but that's just a dreams. But anyway, even if you are onboarding, please participate in communication, participate in community. It will bring you opportunities, believe me. And we've been covering most of the countries in the world. We have representatives in really mostly every country on the map, but some countries are still complex for us due to different reasons. Sometimes even the time zones difference make for us the communication with some country complex. For instance, right now I've been working on project in Australia, sitting in Minsk, and believe me, the communication is not so effective as I expect. So the other reasons that can make the country complex is just low amount of people in the country, or uh, I understand that if you do not see some specific demand for your country one day, you can be less interested in the participation. And we've been working with every complex country where we have demand. The strategy is different, and we closely collaborate with community building team. Of course, they are our helping hands, and we try to address them the requests properly and in time, and we have a loop of interaction with them. So I will talk you a bit about that. We have two sides, supply and demand. And in our particular case, when we've been communicating with community building team, they are our main supply providers. On the demand side, we see the projects, we see test cycles, we see setups, countries, devices, and payment method that we've been required. And that's infinite loop how we've been working. We address some specific requests to community building team. They do the best effort using all the experience to build some local community or to bring some specific people to our community. Then they bring them to us and we grant them work. But that's not enough because we would like to have the people stay with us. So we need to find a way how to engage them not just once, but engage again and again. So that's why it's infinite loop. We can bring additional type of work, community delivery and community building again will work as the one, and they can try to re-engage people. They try to have the people warm. Again, they bring them to us. We can try to find for them work. When community building sees significant increasing of some representatives in specific country, it's a signal for us that we need to find some demand in this country. And mostly we've been working on three levels. So it's countries, devices, and payment methods. Payment methods are here because it's one of our top priority right now from demand perspective. Devices because more and more devices and especially more and more unique devices are required all over the world. And countries, yes, because again, we have some focuses on some specific countries, and that's why this loop is infinite. Because today the focus is on one countries, but in few months it can be changed, and the new request will be addressed to community building. And I would say that they did already and do still a great job. We have so fast growing communities in few complex country that makes us again competitive on the market and bring us new opportunities and new interesting testing. But why we are so interested in that? Because we've been gaining expertise inside. It means if once we can do complex test for complex country, it means that next time it will not become for us complex anymore. So that's the expertise, that the experience that we've been collecting inside. And of course, we do our best together, community building team. community delivery, all the other departments of Testaya. But we are nothing without our testers. So the next slide will be like small call to action. How all of you can help us to make delivery great. Again, maybe again, but we would like to have it great always, not just sometimes. And of course, we need to upgrade our supply. Community building, as far as I said, focusing on the bringing of new testers, building some local communities, but we need more approved testers. We trust with the same level of trust to onboarding and approved testers. And in a lot of cases, we do not differentiate it in any manner. But if you are approved testers, it means that we are perfectly sure that you can create bugs with high quality, that you understand how the platform works, and that you passed our onboarding course. In most of cases, we need to do some kind of additional support to testers who are in onboarding state. It takes time. It takes, in some cases, money. It takes a lot of nervous in some cases. But of course, we should have as many approved testers as possible. Golden profiles. As far as I said, it's crucial to have as much information about you as possible. So please add devices, all devices you have at home. If you have your relatives who've been using devices and can time to time share it with you, please add them as well. Add all payment methods that you have and add all languages that you've been speaking. One day, your golden profile can make you more competitive with other testers and bring you really a higher income, more interesting work, more interesting projects, and of course, new expertise that you can gain in the testing field. We also been working on the continuous development and education of our testers, but I would say that you should go behind the borders, above and behind, and it will allow again you to gain more interesting work, gain more money, and gain more expertise. So we've been trying to do our best to educate you, to develop you, but you also should control your careers and help yourself. We are not magicians here, and you should be motivated enough to develop yourself as well. We have referral program, and I believe that most of people in Testia know about that, but not a lot of people used it at all. So if you have friends or family members who are interested in contribution, if you have some friends that can match some specific setup for our hot opportunities, please ask them to join. Just share with them link to Testio, come to me, come to community delivery team, come to community building team and say, hey, I invited person, could you please help him or her with onboarding? Because they are motivated and they have the required setup so they can make difference for us. Also, you can utilize the existing referral functionality in your profiles as well. And please invite more people. We need more people in Testio. Ideally, we need more approved testers, but even just one additional sign up can make difference for us. And the last call for you is please try to manage your notifications effectively. I understand that sometimes we send really a lot of messages to our community and it may look even like a spam. I know that sometimes tester messages go to some spam filters by different email vendors. I absolutely understand that, but you've been controlling that. And you can differentiate how you manage your notifications to do not miss a thing. Please follow emails. Please follow our notifications on Testio platform. Please follow some banners. Please look into opportunities that you have. Please manage your notification. It will help you to get more interesting work. And the last slide, actually, from my end is related with the communication. Please don't afraid. Feel free to ask questions. Contact me, contact my team, contact community building team representatives if you have any. Don't wait. Ask them. We will try to answer all of them. And all our teams previously on the community building was focused on the communication in Discord, for instance, but right now we also have a channel in it. So please contact us, ask questions, ask for opportunities. Maybe it's not presented on the platform yet, but it's somewhere in our pipeline. So we can help you to find suitable work for you. Please react to our surveys and opportunities. Please participate in surveys. We need information about you because it will allow us to win more deals, to bring more interesting projects, to sell more, and to bring proper people to the proper project in proper time. And of course, we've been sending a lot of emails. I understand, but please try to manage your notification and react to personal emails. Read, answer. If you're not interested, if you have know something, just reply to us. Hey, I don't have this device, unfortunately. We will understand that you are with us, that you've been listening, that you are reliable, that you are interested. And next time we will come to you with next opportunity that you will meet expectation and we will work together. So please, the answer for email takes 30 seconds. If you have know anything, if you are interested, believe me, it takes 15 seconds because you're motivated to do it faster. So please react to our communication. We need you. We need to stay in touch with you, to communicate effectively, to build delivery, and to make delivery great. Again, maybe again, but we need to make it great anyway. So that's it from end. Thank you very much. Just to sum up what we discussed today, I represented you a bit community delivery approach and where we are in the huge testing mechanism. I shared with you some high demand that we have and upcoming demand, focus of our demand, and I have few calls how you can help us to make delivery better and to bring additional work and interesting project to you. So thank you very much. If you have any questions, feel free to send them to chat. If you have some kind of questions after the session, and if you've been looking for recording, right, you will find it on YouTube. If you've been looking recording, please send message to Discord channel, contact Irina, contact me. We will try to answer all the questions, use comments, use any ways how to communicate with us. We will try to answer all the questions. So thank you very much. I do not see right now any comments or question.
Yeah, we have
We have.
Denise.
Oh,
Yeah,
awesome.
I will show these questions on the stage, and let's start from the first one about the refer system. So here it is, a question from David. There are few quite common questions about how this process work. So
Hmm.
if to refer a friend, will it be a special process to pass onboarding to apply on such special projects, or it is just common referral program as we have, as always,
Hmm.
how testers can? Yes, please, Dennis.
Yeah, so I would say that it may depend on every specific project request. So in general, we have stable referral program that has no any specific requirement. So you can refer a friend or relative or anybody. The person comes to platform by the referral links, pass onboarding and starting contributing. As far as the person contributes, it means participate in test, raise bugs, do reproduction, start doing some story testing. It means that the referral is accepted, right? So we not just asking to bring in new signups, we're asking to bring us testers. And right after the passing of this onboarding plus contributing, you will receive bonus for bringing us the referral. In some specific cases, when we have hot opportunities, we may have some specific flow. For instance, right now, if you will bring me a tester from Australia who has intercom device, we can even pay referral bonus just for bringing the person to platform. So it depends. We have common process, but please try to follow our channel in Discord to see some news about hot opportunities because time to time this process may differ.
Thank you, Dennis. I think that it is clear now.
Good question, David. Thank you very much.
Yes. Let's proceed to the next one. It's not maybe a question, but a comment.
Mhm.
And this tester says that often sees rejections with the following words: your device is outdated or your operation system is outdated. Um,
I
I don't know.
understand.
Yeah, you understand.
I understand. Yeah. That's the IT world. And in
Mhm.
IT, most of customers and most of people would like to use the modern devices, the newest devices, and the most modern operating system. But time to time, we still have projects that are targeted for some specific audience, some specific countries, or some specific setup that may require uh, older devices or older operating system. As an example here, I can provide you example. For instance, we had project for people 55 plus. In a lot of cases, people of older generation use, not the most modern versions of Android or iOS devices. They use some clear old, well-known, but not so modern devices. So in most of cases, for sure, we are focusing in our testing on the newest devices, the most modern operating system. But we still may have projects where some really old devices or old operating system may be used.
Thank you, Dennis. So the next comment is about the risks of participating in payment testing. I just want to highlight that we in the chat already placed the link to our webinar that was held, as I remember, 2 months ago, where Nicholas answered a lot of tricky questions about real payment, how to do it, how our testers are protected from our site, from the leakage of personal information. And just want to highlight you that we are official company. Yeah, we are part of EPAM, a huge company, a giant in the world, and of course we have all legal agreements. Yeah, maybe Dennis, you also want to add something to this comment.
Yes, absolutely. Micah, thank you for your question. That's the wall that does not allow us to go to the next level in payment testing.
Mhm.
Matter of trust, right? And yeah, I would say yes. From every person, when they pay for something in internet, even when you've been paying for um, hotel room on booking, or even when you've been renting a car in enterprise, even when you've been paying for something on Amazon, it's risky. All the payments in internet are risky. All the payments even in shops and banks are risky. And moreover, even when you've been paying by cash, it anyway can be risky. So I would say that everything that is related with payment are risky because we've been absolutely adequate thinking about our money, right? We work for money and we do not want to lose it for nothing. As a public company, as an EPAM, we provide 100% secure of all your payment methods. We never had any kind of leakages because we do not store your payment methods. And our customer, before start interacting with that, they sign up the contract. that they will protect your data and do not store it on the test environments or any other kind of environments. So I would say that for all the time we been working with payment method, we had no any incidents related with leakages, with money loss, or with some kind of difference between actual result and expected result. You understand what I've been talking about. So you should try. If you see some payment testing, please try to join. Please try to use your personal payment method. You will see that it's absolutely transparent, absolutely safe. So we need to break the wall of trust, right? And try to do that. If you will review our terms and condition clearly, we have information about all the regulation of some possible situations. So, of course, we understand all the risks, we accept them, and we work with testers who also should accept that. Try, believe, trust, and gain your money for payment testing.
I can only add that maybe we are afraid to lose your data even more than you,
Absolutely.
acting as a public company. Yeah,
Yeah, but we,
thank,
we, we we don't store it. That's why we
yeah, we
cannot
don't
do that.
store it. Yeah. Okay, thank you very much. And let's proceed to the next one.
Mhm.
Next question from David is about what kind of devices regarding Internet of Things are relevant now.
Yeah, we have no in our profiles yet some specific section, for instance, for IoT devices. You can mention it just as a comment that you have, for instance, Xiaomi vacuum cleaner, or you have some kind of Xiaomi camera, or you have smart bulbs in your home. The devices that we had in our pipeline were smart solar panels, smart washing machines, smart TV boxes. Like actually, Apple TV is also element of IoT devices because it can be the hub for all the other devices in Apple ecosystem of home. Also, we had some kind of opportunity for vacuum cleaners. We had some kind of opportunity for smart locks that opening by fingerprint on the door. So actually, everything that can use Bluetooth or Wi-Fi connection or Zigbee connection, like for instance, even small sensor for temperature and humidity, right? So everything may be in scope. Everything that can be connected by the three of the interfaces, all of them potentially are in scope.
Thank you very much, Dennis. Well, proceeding to the next one. This. Um, how about testing from different accounts but from the same IP address for a family? It's maybe a question mostly for our um, security, yeah, department, but maybe also, Dennis, you have some comments on it.
Yeah, you should understand that we trust you on the one hand, but on the other hand, you also should understand that a lot of people use our trust to cheat. And if you really use one IP address, testing using different profiles in the different test cycles, please contact us. Say, hey, me and my husband or me and my brother have been sitting in the same flat and apartment, but we've been testing at the same time using different devices and using different test cycles, right? So I absolutely understand that it may be the case. And it may be the case even that you have added to your profiles on the same devices. I can testing in the morning using my mobile phone or tablet, but in evening my wife can come and continue testing using the same device. So please communicate with us. it's not a problem. It may be solved. We trying to avoid such kind of cases because in most of cases that we met, it was some kind of cheating. It were just people who raised few accounts, like used our referral program, used our other capabilities, like retested the same things. So of course, a lot of people utilize such kind of option as for cheating. But if you really have such kind of setup, we will trust you. But if we will see that you do not violating our security rules.
Thank you, Dennis. Um, Next one.
Mhm.
If I have a laptop as well as a PC, both on Windows 10, should I list them both separately on my profile, or is that not possible? Because I've only listed my PC and Samsung phone so far.
Mhm.
Mhm.
So actually, if you have a laptop and PC and they utilize the same version of the Windows, in most of cases for us, it's the same device. What is the difference here? Maybe sometimes we will need special laptop manufacturer, right? For instance, we will test on HP laptops only. It may be the case. And the second here, that I see the difference, I believe that you may have different screen resolutions. So in most of cases, in most of tests, that will be the same device for us. But you can, I don't know if the profile, Irina, please correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that you can mention both of them.
Yes, I think that yes.
You can mention both of them, but depending on some specific test requirements, maybe in most
Mhm.
of cases you will use one of them. But it may be some specific requirements when we really will need laptops with Windows 10 with some specific screen resolution.
Mhm. And also, I just would like to remind that you may request us to add some new devices that are not listed in our system, and we try to update them
Mhm.
as soon as possible. Yeah.
Good.
Okay.
Indigo, thank
And
you. Good question.
yes. And one more question, the last one, I guess, from Sue. Is there a way to nudge, remind the person you referred on the platform? Uh, Sue, I think that you mean how to check your referrals on the platform, maybe, or how do you think, Dennis, about this question?
So in Testio,
Mhm,
in the platform, we I believe have no any like referral board, for instance, right? You cannot
mhm,
see what are the statuses of the person you referred, and do they pass onboarding, do they contribute? You should not see it in the platform, but you can contact us. You can contact community building team. You can contact community delivery team. We can get back with results to you.
mhm. And I really want also to ask other questions, as we are not maybe specialists here with Dennis. As I remember, it is possible somehow to see your referral bonuses, yeah, in the interface, so you can
Exactly.
understand, yeah, how many
Exactly.
people passed onboarding and already contribute. Yeah.
Absolutely, yes. You, if you receive the
Mm-hmm.
bonus, it means that the person you referred passed that body can contributed. If not, you do not know the status, but you can
Mm-hmm.
clarify it with
Yes.
us, and we can share it with you.
Yeah, yeah, we have the approach to such information. Thank you, Sue, very much for this question. And one more, I think, not questions, but comments that show how it is possible to contribute with Test.io. For example, David says that some time ago he participated in a passport and ID verification test and had no issues. And maybe this is similar regarding payment testing, aside to sign in and not a disclosure agreement.
Hmm.
And once more from Sue that she also participated in payment tests and have never had any issues with the security. Hope it will be in future also the same. Not hope, I'm sure also. So,
Absolutely,
uh,
absolutely. Yeah, that's safe. And regarding the some kind of like not disclosure agreement, actually, our terms and conditions right now are under construction, new version, and we would like to include some things related with payment testing because more and more projects come with that request to us, and we would like to have in our terms and conditions. So signing up, accepting the terms and condition will protect you, your information, your payment methods, your money, everything. So let's wait for it. And even in the current terms of condition, they also will protect you.
Mhm. Well, Dennis, we received one more
Mhm.
question. So Ali Ahmed asks, I want to ask that I do have iPhone, Android smartphone, and a laptop. What devices should I add next that will boost the earning? I heard tablet or iPad boost test invitations. Is it true? Uh,
Mhm.
yes, please, Dennis.
So you already have good setup devices because you have
Mm-hmm.
iPhone and Android. It means that you are eligible for testing really a lot of tests. We have popular mobile platform here and laptop, that's fine. So if you have any kind of tablet, if you have any kind of smart TV, if you have any kind of TV box or game console, if you have any kind of maybe even wearable device, so please add everything into the your profile. Just look around you in your apartments or your house or your campus and see, hey, can I install something to this device or can I get access to internet using that device? And if the answer is yes, please add it to your profile.
Thank you for this question, Sally.
Good question, Ali. Thank you. Yeah, guys, you sent so a lot of questions, and I also see a lot of likes, hellos, hello everyone, like also thought.
Mm,
Uh, I just did not saw it in the very beginning, was focused on the deck, but thank you very much for your feedback. I'm so happy that we covered topic that correlate with your questions and needs. And the amount of questions says that the event was useful.
yes, yes. And of course, Dennis, thank you very much for such a cool presentation. Very valuable event, I guess. And once again, I want like to remind that, dear testers, you can reach us anytime in Discord, and both our teams will be happy to help you to resolve issues, to answer your questions. We are almost always online for you. Yeah. So I really hope that our testers now have a clear vision of what is community delivery, about the team, the mission, the processes, and how we ensure that community delivery is effective and efficient. And once again, thank you very much for all of you for the participation in this event.
Thank you, Irina, for organizing that. Thank you for all your questions, for all your participation. Thank you for all the effort that community building do for us. And this event is here right now because community building actually invested a lot of time to that. So, dear testers, we just would like to ask you for some small help, and we will grow and grow, be better, be more stronger, and we will become like one of the really leading testing community in the world.
Let it be so. So, thank you very much and see you during our next events.
Have a nice
Bye bye.
weekend. Bye bye.